Welcome back to Car Future Wheels, your go-to place for deep dives into the most anticipated rides of tomorrow. And today, we've got something seriously special in the spotlight. The legend, the beast, the rebirth of American muscle and the 2026 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Yep, it's back, and it's wilder, smarter, and angrier than ever before. Chevy's made sure that the name Z28 doesn't just return as a badge, but as a statement that muscle cars aren't going out quietly. So buckle up, because in this video, we're taking you through every curve, every roar, and every tech-packed detail of this brand new Z28. Let's start with the way it looks, because honestly, it's impossible to ignore. The first glance hits you with sharp aggression and the kind of stance that makes even supercars nervous. The front end is a sculpted masterpiece, with a completely reimagined grille that's both functional and beautiful. The Z28 features a new active aero system, vents that open and close depending on speed and cooling needs. It gives the car a mechanical, almost living presence. You can literally see the car breathe as it manages airflow from the side. The proportions scream power. Chevy has tightened the body lines, added more muscle to the fenders, and kept that low roof line intact. The car sits on 20-inch forged aluminum wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, purpose-built for both street and track. The side skirts are aggressive and functional, directing air cleanly toward the back for better stability at speed. The Z28 weighs less than the last generation thanks to a lightweight aluminum subframe and extensive use of carbon fiber in the roof and doors. Even the glass is thinner. Everything about this machine was built for performance, not comfort. Move to the rear, and it's pure drama. The new quad exhaust setup isn't just for show, it's a symphony of combustion and engineering. The diffuser is more pronounced, with active flaps that adjust downforce dynamically. The taillights are sleek and minimalistic, continuing that futuristic Camaro DNA. And of course, there's the wing, not an afterthought, but an integrated aero element that provides real downforce. It's big, unapologetic, and gives the Z28 the track-ready look that turns heads even when it's parked. Now, step inside, and the transformation continues. The cabin has gone through a total redesign. Gone are the heavy plastics and clunky analog dials. Instead, you get a focused cockpit built for the driver. The new flat-bottom steering wheel features tactile controls and a built-in OLED screen that changes based on driving mode. Behind it sits a 14-inch digital cluster that displays everything from G-forces to lap times. The center console houses an 11.3-inch infotainment touchscreen running GM's latest UltraFree OS. Safe, fast, intuitive, and responsive. You can swipe between track telemetry, performance data, and even adjust suspension settings in real time. But Chevy hasn't forgotten the purists. The 2026 Z28 still comes with a 6-speed manual option. Yes, you heard that right. A proper manual in an age of automation. Of course, you can also opt for the new 8-speed dual-clutch automatic if you want lightning-fast shifts and slightly quicker lap times. Either way, the driving experience feels raw yet refined. The seats are Recaro bucket style with Alcantara and carbon inserts. Snug, track-ready, and supportive through every corner. The overall feel inside the cabin is stripped-down performance blended with modern luxury. The materials are premium, soft touch suede, brushed aluminum, and carbon fiber trims everywhere. There's ambient lighting, but it's subtle, matching the drive mode: red for track, blue for tour, and white for sport. Even the sound system, tuned by Bose, adapts its acoustics to engine vibration to keep clarity while you're pushing RPMs to the limit. It's a sensory experience that feels handcrafted for driving enthusiasts. Now let's talk about what really matters: performance. Because a Z28 badge isn't earned lightly. Under the hood lies a 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8, codenamed LT7. Derived from the C8 Corvette Z06 but tuned uniquely for the Camaro. It pumps out an astonishing 670 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. And yes, it revs to 8,400 revolutions per minute. That means instant throttle response, no turbo lag, and an exhaust note that's pure mechanical fury. 0 to 60, 3.2 seconds. Top speed, 195 miles per hour. But straight-line speed was never the sole goal. Chevy engineers wanted handling that could rival European performance machines, and they've nailed it. The 2026 Z28 comes with an adaptive magnetic suspension system that recalibrates every 10 milliseconds. Combine that with a wider track, new Michelin tires, and improved chassis rigidity, and you've got a car that corners like it's glued to the pavement. On the track, it's sharp, predictable, and visceral. Every movement feels deliberate. Every sound, every shift, perfectly in sync with the driver. Chevy even added a new track vision mode, a forward-facing camera paired with augmented data overlays on the digital display. It shows your racing line, braking points, and even suggests when to shift for maximum performance. It's like having a virtual race coach riding shotgun. Of course, all that tech and power come at a price. The 2026 Camaro Z28 starts around $78,000 for the base configuration, with performance and carbon packages pushing it closer to $95,000. That might sound steep, but when you compare it to what it can do on a track next to cars twice its price, it suddenly feels like one of the best performance bargains out there. And considering that the Z28 is expected to have limited production, possibly under 3,000 units globally, it's not just a car, it's an instant collectible. What's also interesting is how Chevy positions this Z28 within its performance lineup. With the rumored shift of the standard Camaro toward electrification, this Z28 might very well be the last fully gas-powered Camaro of its kind, a farewell letter written in octane and tire smoke. And if that's the case, it's one hell of a way to say goodbye. Out on the open road, early test drives describe it as a raw, connected experience. You feel the vibration through the wheel, the bark of the exhaust echoing off canyon walls, and that familiar sense of American muscle redefined for a new generation. But unlike the brutish Camaros of old, this one feels poised. It's mature but never boring. You can daily drive it in comfort mode, then hit a button and turn it into a track monster that devours corners and straights alike. It's not just a car, it's a statement from Chevrolet that performance and passion still matter. The 2026 Camaro Z28 blends the old-school heart of Detroit muscle with the brains of modern engineering. It's a car that doesn't compromise, it evolves. It proves that even in a world racing toward electric everything, there's still room for pure gasoline-powered excitement. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Z28 is everything we hoped it would be: a loud, fast, and unapologetically thrilling. It's the kind of car that makes you fall in love with driving all over again. The kind of machine that reminds us why we got into cars in the first place. If you're lucky enough to get your hands on one, cherish it, because this might be the last true muscle car of a dying era, and it's going out in a blaze of glory. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more future car deep dives like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode of Car Future Wheels. Drop a comment below. Would you pick this over a Mustang Dark Horse or a Challenger Hellcat if this truly marks the end of an era? Let us know what you think. Thanks for riding along with us today. Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your passion burning. This is Car Future Wheels, signing off with the roar of the 2026 Camaro Z28, a sound we'll never forget.